So one of the things when we were making 2 Point Hospital was we really liked the fact that you could get slightly attached to these patients, and they all had different personalities and different appearances, and we thought it'd be really nice to dive deeper into that in campus.
People talk about their college days or university days, and they don't talk about the amazing course they did or how they learnt X, Y, or Z. They talk about things like their relationships and the friendships and the kind of things they got up to. So the nurturing side of this game is about focusing in on that aspect.
Keeping your students happy is really the way to get the best out of them. You want to keep them happy for a couple of reasons, really. One is they're going to drop out if you don't keep them happy. But then secondly, the happier they are, the more inspired they are when they come to going to classes or doing assignments.
So the courses you choose influences the types of students that apply. The types of students that apply influence the kind of things that you're going to build in your campus.
Different archetypes have a different effect on your campus. One of my favourites is the nerd, and what the nerd does is actually imparts knowledge to other students. So actually, as they go about their business, kind of interacting with another student, they can say, "Did you know, blah, blah, blah," and you get a little boost from them.
If you've got class clowns all over your campus, then they're going to keep people entertained. Whereas if you've got the gastronomy course running and you've got your chef students, they're actually really good at preparing food for each other. Because if you let them feed themselves, then God knows what they're going to make for themselves, right? If all you do is put cheesy gubbins dotted around the campus, then that's not going to end well. I'm saying this from personal experience. But they've also got their own preferences and needs. We all end up shaping your campus in a different way because of the student population you've got.
So putting on events where people are going to kind of meet up, parties, these are opportunities for people to actually meet in the first place, other than just walking along the corridors. So, and also putting down items that are going to attract them. So let's meet over at the heart-shaped fountain, or what are the arcade machines? Those kind of things that are kind of just bringing people together. And they may or may not form a relationship depending on whether they like each other or not, but if they do and they start to level up, then you'll see an innate sort of positiveness.
A great way to keep students entertained is by building a student union. There's all sorts of cool stuff you can stick in there: table football tables, bars, lots of bars. As well as the student union, there's the student lounge, which is a bit like a kind of common room type thing, where students can go hang out, do some cooking. You can also put on events there. You can stick down DJ decks and a keg of milkshake and put on a party.
As you progress into the game, you can get different bands that you can invite to your campus. Eventually, even maybe a certain pop star from 2 Point Hospital might show up and do a gig on your campus. Some different students will have a preference for different types of events, and they'll start to request, we want to go to a gig, we want to go to the cinema, we want to have a party, that kind of thing. And it's all part of keeping them happy, because if they get to go to a cool party, that will keep them happy, then they go off to their class and they'll be more inspired and learn more from that class.
Clubs and societies are synonymous with college and university life. And we've got a number of interesting clubs which all give those members an interesting little perk. So the running club, for instance, allows students to actually move faster around the campus. And if you've got a big campus, that's actually quite a useful benefit.
You can put down a power nap club. Then that means that the students can learn to sleep anywhere on campus, and they can sleep standing up, and they can even sleep while they're walking around. And that means they don't have to traipse all the way back to their dorms all the time. They can just quickly have a power nap before they go into that lecture, maybe during the lecture as well. I mean, if they're just eating cheese all the time, then that's not going to keep them going for 3 years.
Of course it will.
Although, having said that, when I was at university, actually, I had a red Leicester cheese toastie every single day for about 3 years. And look how I ended up.